Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time being here, welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you are a returning person, welcome back. Y'all already know how we do it over here, okay? So we are tapping in now for our 222 portal. Today, of course, is the 222 portal, so we're going to get some information in regards to that and see what pops up. If you haven't already, make sure you go check out the collective reading, the air signs reading, and the fire signs reading, okay? If you have any placements in air or fire, you will be able to watch those as well. And of course, the collective reading is for everybody. So definitely go check that out to see if anything there resonates, okay? So like I said, we're going to go ahead and get into the 222 portal to kind of see what's going on and what, energy we have surrounding us at this time. So these are my finance cards or my money cards. I don't pull these out too much because, I don't really like to focus on finances or money. I feel like those things will naturally come to you, when you are in the right energy. However, spirit, when I was looking for cards to start with, these are the ones that kind of popped out and caught my eye. Let me just adjust this a little bit so I can see. Okay, period. All right. So we're going to go ahead and tap in with these cards first. I'm going to get one card from here. And then I'm also going to get a few cards from my Divine Goddess deck, okay? Doesn't mean that it's for Divine Goddesses only, but it is a deck theme with goddesses, so yeah. All right, Spirit, one card for the collective surrounding the 222 energy portal today. Anything that they need to know in regards to finances surrounding the 222 energy portal today, okay? Some of you guys may even be seeing 222 a lot, okay? So this could definitely be significant if you've been seeing 222 or any multiples of 2, whether that's 444, 666, 888, 1010, 1212, 1414, so on and so forth. This could also resonate, okay? Things may also be dry financially, just looking at this artwork first. Some of you guys may have some financial issues that you've been trying to work through or make sense of. If your finances have been blocked over the last couple of months, don't worry, because things will start to look brighter coming up ahead, okay? Do you know what's a million times better than getting to the top of the mountain? Getting there and having been lost. Oh yeah, the universe, okay? So what Spirit is basically saying is getting there after having been lost. So Spirit is basically saying is what's better than, getting to your goal, getting to your destiny, getting to your dream. What's better than that is getting to that place after being in a lost position. So like I said, some of you guys may have been feeling like things are stagnant, or like you have been feeling lost, or like things just not have been working for you, whether this is financially or whether this is just in your life, period, okay? And Spirit is saying pay close attention to that and don't worry about it too much, because things will start to begin to look better for you, okay? Especially if you have been lost or been feeling lost, okay? Some of you guys may have been trying to do certain things that usually work for you when you're trying to problem solve, or that usually work for you when you're taking yourself out of a certain energy, but it may not have been working lately, okay? Your old tricks aren't working anymore, and that's because Spirit is saying you need to adopt some new ways as far as going for certain things, okay? You need to adopt a new perspective, a new outlook, or you need to take a new path in order to get there, okay? The road less traveled, okay? And the road less traveled because that's new territory, right? Nothing can grow in a stagnant environment, all right? And it's very important to understand that. So let's get 2 of my goddess cards just to see what the Divine Feminine has to say, all right? 222 can also be bringing in a lot of partnerships, or turning your attention to some of the relationships in your life right now, okay? So definitely pay attention to that. If there's certain red flags that you're picking up when it comes to your relationships, if there's certain things that are being brought to your attention when it comes to the people around you, definitely make sure that you pay attention. This is still a releasing phase for us before we walk into the new year, which is March 20th, Aries season. So if there's things that you need to release, or if there's people, places, and things that you need to let go of, definitely don't be afraid to go ahead and get that done, so that when you walk into and you cross over into this new year energy, you are able to make the best of it. Okay, let's get 2 cards for the collective surrounding the 222 portal. Shame. What are y'all holding against yourselves? Some of you guys may be feeling like you're living in shame or guilt, okay? Some of you guys may be holding certain things against yourselves, or just not thinking that you are good enough to complete certain things, okay? 19, of course, breaks down to 1 to 10, which breaks down to 1. Okay, so Spirit is saying that it is time for you to have a new outlook or new perspective of who you truly are. If you see all of these stones and stuff, there's still, you know, life growing through all of these stones. So I see light at the end of the tunnel for a lot of you guys, but it's going to come through you figuring out exactly who you are and looking at yourself from a different perspective. If you have been looking at yourself only in this negative light, or, you know, as being not good enough or not worthy, or whatever the case may be, then you're going to continuously attract that type of energy to yourself. Okay, so Spirit is saying this is a time to really drop the shame, or figure out what is making you feel shameful, so that you can attack those things, or what is making you feel guilty, so that you can attack those things and get out of this energy, because I don't fucking like it. It started giving me like the you know how like you feel nervousness in the pit of your stomach? That's how I'm feeling with this energy here, and I don't fucking like that. It's like anxiety, and I don't like that. So some of you guys could be suffering with anxiety. Some of you guys could also be having trouble with your nervous system or with your gut health. So definitely pay attention to that as well. We got good juju with the 7 card. I've been seeing 777 a lot lately. So if you've been seeing 7s or 777 or even 77 or any type of multiples, or, you know, reduced numbers that kind of reduce to 7, okay? This is good juju. This is good luck. This is, you know, operating in divine timing, and having things just work for you. Okay, so what I'm saying is Spirit is saying basically, remember who the fuck you are. Okay, y'all know how I am. Like, we not about to play. Remember who you are. A lot of you guys have forgotten who the fuck you are, and you're acting like it. You're acting like it. The reason why you're not getting the things that you deserve, let me correct my mirror, I mean my light here. The reason why you're not getting the things that you deserve, the reason why certain things are not coming to you, the reason why things are being stagnant, is because you out here acting scared. You moving scared. You acting like, you know, nothing is going to go right for you. Okay, we got feeling safe at the bottom. Like I said, some of you guys are scared and you're timid. You don't feel safe. You don't feel like you can go and move on to do these new things, and you may not have the support that you think you should have, or the involvement, you know, from family or friends that you think that you should have, or whatever the case is. But Spirit is saying you don't need that. Like, if you see this lady is sitting here by herself, this is Marie Laveau. If you know anything about Marie Laveau, she is one of the voodoo queens, okay, high priestess in voodoo. And she was a very powerful woman, and she knew who the fuck she was. Okay, people knew not to mess with her. People knew not to play with her. If she wanted some shit to happen, it was gonna happen. If she wanted to check some shit, she was gonna check some shit. If she was gonna create some shit, she was gonna create some shit. And Spirit is saying you need to take on that energy where you know who you are and you move accordingly. Don't worry about how people look at you. Don't worry about what you think you are worthy of. Some of you guys don't even think that you're worthy of these things. Okay, look at this resistance. Okay, look at the number on the fucking resistance card. I'm not playing with y'all today. Okay, we're not even about to do this, and y'all not about to piss me off. Okay, you're not about to piss me off. On the resistance card is 22. Y'all are out here resisting yourselves. You're not operating in who you truly are. You're not allowing yourself to be free in who you truly are. You're not giving yourself the space to figure out new parts of yourself. You going against the damn process and then trying to figure out why the process not working. Well, baby, you're not working it. Okay, get it together. So let's go ahead and tap in and get some tarot going. What cards do I want to use today? I actually want to use these. All right, let's tap in and see what else Spirit has surrounding this 222 portal. I'm also saying the heart chakra could be significant, or the color green, okay? So if you've been feeling the need to work on the heart chakra or certain things in regards to your heart space, your feelings, your emotions, the way that you view love, the way that you internalize love, if those areas of your life have been, you know, on Front Street or Main Street, you know, recently or lately, then you are on the right path, because Spirit wants you to kind of renew the way that you love, or the way that you understand love, or the way that you internalize love, okay? If you haven't been feeling love, Spirit is saying you can either start wearing the colors pink or green. Some of you guys could be AKAs as well. I don't believe in the whole pledging thing, but you know, whatever. That could also be significant, or a sign of confirmation as well, okay? All right, let's tap in and see what else is going on here. Okay, I'm hearing Tupac, All Eyes on Me. Okay, don't Tupac got an album called All Eyes on Me? That's the energy that I'm getting. If you know anything about Tupac, he was a revolutionary. He was, you know, he would revolt. He goes against the grain. He's also a Gemini. Some of you guys could have Gemini highly aspected in your chart, or you could be an air sign, or you can just be listening to Tupac a lot more recently, or researching Tupac, something in regards to that. I don't fucking know. Or something could be happening around Gemini season for a lot of you as well. So if you have been putting work in, if you have been planting seeds, or if you're going to start really planting your seeds when the new year comes, like I said, March 20th is the first official day of Aries season. So that is the first official day of the new year. If you start planting certain seeds around this new year time, okay, around, like I said, now, between now and March 20th, moving through Aries season, you will start to see a return on your things in Gemini season. I'm also seeing 6/30, so some of you guys' birthday could be June 30th. You could also be a Cancer, okay? But yeah, okay. You can also have a birthday on the 19th, the 7th, or the 22nd as well, okay? Or the 1st, the 8th. And even if I don't mention your birthday, it doesn't mean that this message is not for you. But those are just the numbers that Spirit is pointing out to me, okay? I'm seeing a lot of things happening in Gemini season. And the Magician card has Gemini highly aspected. Y'all need to believe in what the fuck you're manifesting. Some of you guys are trying to create and manifest and all of this other stuff, but internally you're sending mixed signals. It's like, you know, on the outside, you're like, oh, yeah, I want to create and I want to have this type of life and I want to be able to do this and do that and blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and all this other bullshit. And that's nice. But if you don't believe that you can attract these things, if you don't believe that these things are already yours, then you're working against it, okay? But I do see a lot of you figuring out how to use the elements as well to manifest. I always tell you it's easier to go with whatever your element is as a quick way to manifest. So if you're a fire sign, fire or candle magic could be very therapeutic for you, or burning things, okay? If you're an air sign, using your mind, visualization, I don't know where my words went, visualizing things, or speaking things into the airways, okay? If you are a water sign, of course, using water, okay, in order for you to manifest. And if you are a earth sign, then using earth. That can be plants, that can be crystals, that can be anything that comes from the earth, okay? So as you start to figure out, you know, what really works for you as far as your manifestations, then you can then pair that with your belief. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're manifesting things that, you know, if you don't believe it, it's not going to come. Like, I mean, it's literally that fucking simple. Some of you guys may also be converting over to spirituality, because I'm hearing atheists. So some of you guys may be new to spirituality, or you may have like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Some of you guys may be coming from Christianity, or starting to feel more pulled towards spirituality more recently, and can be kind of confused about that, okay? So with that, take your time, go through the process. There is no rush on you, you know, solidifying anything at this point. The only thing that matters is you being organic to yourself, and you naturally allowing yourself to go through the process, okay? Whatever you feel led to do, do it. Whatever your intuition guides you to do it. okay? Some of your manifestations are going to come through the moment that you start trusting your intuition. Like, you manifested, you sent it out into the universe, you put it out there in the atmosphere, and now you're waiting for it to come back to you. But spirit is saying, okay, in order for it to come back to you, you're going to have to follow the steps of your intuition. So if you're somebody who has not been listening to yourself, or listening to your higher self, or listening to your intuition, you may want to reconsider that, because that could be why things are being held up right now. Okay, we have the King of Wands. Okay, I see some of you guys may be public speakers, or you may do something in regards to speaking, okay, or giving some type of public assistance or public knowledge, sharing knowledge, or whatever the case is, okay. I'm also seeing some of you guys just becoming independent. Okay, there's been a lot of codependency energy around a lot of you all, and some of you guys are figuring out, like, I never necessarily needed these people, in order for me to live the life that I want to live and be the person that I want to be and have the things that I want. I don't necessarily need these people, I just wanted them around. Okay, some of you guys are realizing again how powerful you are, and realizing that you don't need other people in order to create, or in order to manifest, or in order to follow and chase whatever dreams you feel like it's for you to follow or chase. Well, I don't like to say chase, okay, because we're not chasing shit. We command things to happen, okay? So for some of you guys, spirit may be saying, stop asking, stop pleading, stop begging, and start commanding and believing that it's already yours. One of the examples that I like to use to make that make sense is, if I go online and I purchase something from Amazon, right? I paid my money for it, so now I'm just waiting for it to come to me. I'm not waiting around scared and afraid that it's not going to come, or that it's going to get lost in the mail. Like, no, I pay my money. It said that it's been shipped, and I'm just going to wait for it to come. And while I'm waiting for it to come, I'm going to continue doing whatever I need to do in my day-to-day life. I'm not going to sit around and just wait for this thing to show up. No, I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep doing what I need to do. And then when it gets here, I'm going to appreciate it, show gratitude, and enjoy it. That's how it's supposed to be. You should not be on your knees begging and pleading. For some of you guys, what spirit is saying in regards to religion is, you may be spiritual, but a lot of your mentality is still stuck in religion. So a lot of you guys are still thinking that everything outside of yourself is more powerful than you are inside of yourself, and that's the complete opposite, okay? I'm also hearing stand your ground, okay? And not letting people bitch you. And I heard that very clear. Somebody's ancestor is a motherfucking gangster. They said, stand your ground. Don't let nobody bitch you. Some of y'all have been allowing people to get away with fucking murder, okay? In regards to your life, in regards to, your space, in regards to your energy, in regards to the way they treat you, talk to you, deal with you, whatever, okay? Some people, some of y'all have really been fucking going through it. Okay, when it comes to allowing people to just kind of walk all over you or get away with things that they should not be getting away with, okay? One of my mottos is, the way that you treat one person is the way that you should treat everybody. The way that you view one person is the way that you should view everybody. So nobody should get an excuse from you seeing the truth about them. I don't care how much you love them so much that you acknowledge who they truly are, and you move and you act accordingly. Point blank period, okay? I can love your ass, but if you're toxic, you have to be removed from my space. I can love you from a fucking distance, okay? Hermit mode, okay? Like I just did the fire signs reading, and the Hermit came up. That was one of the first cards that came up for fire signs. So definitely go check out that reading as well if you are a fire sign or have any fire sign placements in your chart. But a lot of you guys are being pushed to go within. Like I said, I see some of you guys may be thinking about or doing a social media cleanse. That would be definitely helpful for a lot of you guys. Some of you are too focused on how other people perceive you, or how other people view you, or what other people may think that you deserve, okay? And you're living your life based on other people, okay? If it's for you, if it resonates, take it. No matter how hard it is, take the message, okay? Because this is a part of you freeing yourself. Like we were talking about, this shame and this guilt. Some of y'all still walking around with shame and guilt, and because of that, you're not really defending yourself the way that you should, or you're not really standing up for yourself the way that you should, or you're allowing people to get away with shit, just because you feel like you are not worthy enough to get other things, or whatever the case is. And Spirit is saying that's just not true, okay? So with this hermit mode, use this time to do some introspection. Use this time to figure out exactly, you know, where you need to be going from here, the direction that you need to go in from here, okay? I'm also seeing the nighttime could be rather significant. This was also something that popped up in the fire signs reading as well. But the nighttime or the moon or the stars could be significant. So if you're finding yourself awake at night, definitely make sure you're using that time to tap in. If you find yourself being more connected to the cosmos lately, definitely allow yourself the space to tap into that as well, okay? Some of you guys are being connected to cosmic deities. These are, you know, deities or spirits or souls that you may have known from other lifetimes, or that you know from the astral realm, okay? And they may be coming in at this time to kind of point some things out to you and show you some things that you may have been asleep on, okay, in regards to yourself. So definitely be open to that. Pay attention to your dreams as well, okay? Six of Swords. A lot of you guys are moving away from some things. We got Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and a High Priestess. Some of y'all may have found out that some people around you ain't shit. I mean, y'all know I'm just gonna say it how I feel it. Some of the people around y'all ain't shit. They ain't never been shit. Some of y'all are finding out some lies, or some hidden truths. Okay, some of you guys may also be figuring out some family secrets, or you may be revealing some family secrets, which is good. Okay, expose the motherfuckers. Y'all know I'm all about shadow work and healing. Expose they ass. Some of you guys have been walking around with certain family secrets or certain things that have been done to you for a long time, and now you're finally getting the courage to speak up about it, or you're finally giving yourself permission to not care about who else may be affected, but to care about the fact that you've been walking around toting this shit forever and suffering in silence, okay? Because nobody got time for that. I also see some of you guys moving and relocating. If you've been waiting for good news in regards to an application, or any type of forward movement, whether it be with a job, a home, a car, or anything like that, I definitely see that coming in for you as well. I'm also seeing some tough conversations, okay? I'm hearing the song by Deborah Cox. It's called Did You Ever Love Me? Okay, some of y'all can go listen to that. But the first verse is heartfelt conversations we had every single night lying in bed together. Okay, I just heard that verse. I don't fucking know. But some of you guys are starting to have some really, really deep and intense heart-to-heart conversations with some of the people that you love, or some of the people in your space. And the result of some of these conversations may be you going your separate way and that person going their separate way. But another result is also you guys finally being on the same page, and moving into calmer waters where you guys, again, are both equally yoked. You understand each other. And now because you understand things and things have been put out in the open, you can go ahead and move accordingly, okay? Also, make sure that you're checking for third-party situations. If your intuition has been telling you that there's another person, place, or thing that is interfering with any part of your life, definitely pay attention to that, okay? We have the Page of Pentacles. I'm seeing some new money opportunities coming in. We also have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which could be new love opportunities coming in, okay? I'm also seeing collaborations as well. So if you have been being pushed to kind of collab, or people been asking you, you know, about collaborating with you more recently, then that's definitely something that I think will be very beneficial to you. But I see a lot of you guys finally starting something. If you've been bullshitting or procrastinating on a business, or tapping in for something, or, you know, creating something from scratch, or finally putting something that you've been working on for a long time out into the public, is going to be very successful. It may be a slow success, okay? So meaning you're not gonna be an overnight millionaire, okay? I mean, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to have success, okay? A lot of the real success that you're going to see from whatever this thing is, like I said in the beginning, could be postponed until Gemini season or Cancer season. So June or July is probably when you'll start to really see the effects of whatever you're putting out there. But Spirit is saying just because it may be slow moving doesn't mean that, you know, you're doing something wrong, or doesn't mean that it's not going to work out for you, okay? So some of you guys may have like I'm hearing snaps. So some of you guys may be like impatient, very impatient. You want things to work when you want it to work. You want things to go the way that you want it to go. You want things to move as fast as you want them to move. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's just not reality, okay? If you want these things to work out in the best way, again, you already have good juju and good vibes on your side. Like I said, you could be seeing 7-7 or 7-7-7 or something like that. You already have good juju on your side. However, you're going to have to take your time, so that, you know, as you're taking your time, that means that you're being thorough, which means that once you finally get to that place where you're able to start seeing the fruits of your labor materialize, you know, it'll all be worth it, and it'll all be secure and built upon a good foundation, okay? We don't want to rush through anything and run the risk of fucking it up, and then by the time you get to, you know, the period of time where you were supposed to be enjoying the fruits of your labor, now you have to start over, okay? I mean, nothing is worse than repeating a cycle in the middle of harvest season. I mean, that's just can you imagine everybody else is getting their harvest and you just got to sit there and start over? Like, absolutely not. Don't got time for that. So temporary uncomfort or temporary discomfort for future success, okay? Temporary discomfort for future success. So let's go ahead and clarify these using my Oracle deck and see what comes up. I like to make sure my cards are nice and shuffled. All right, let's clarify this Magician card for the collective for the 222 portal. The dream. Like I said, y'all are manifesting goals, dreams. Think about the things that you're manifesting, okay? They are big things. Some of y'all are manifesting a future for yourself, for your children. Some of y'all are manifesting breaking generational curses. Some of y'all are manifesting, you know, prosperity and stability. You're asking and you're manifesting these huge things, but then you expect to do nothing for them or the bare minimum to get them, or you don't believe in them enough to make them happen. Like, that's just fucking pointless, okay? Spirit is saying make sure that your inner belief matches your outer words and expressions, okay? It doesn't, you know, mean nothing just for you to say it. You have to believe it. That's how you manifest, okay? Manifest is visualization plus belief. You have to have the two, okay? It's just like faith without works is dead. You got to have the faith, but you also got to do the fucking work, okay? The work is your belief. The work is you putting forth the effort, okay? But a lot of you are going to start getting your dreams. The things that you thought were impossible, the things that you thought you would never get, you're going to start getting them, okay? You can also have Pisces highly aspected in your chart as well, because, you know, Pisces are the dreamers. They are the visionaries pretty much of the entire zodiac. They are the babies. So they believe anything, almost. No tea, no shades to the Pisces. I love y'all, but y'all be in y'all own world, literally, okay? But Spirit is saying some of you guys may need to adopt that delusional type of perspective where you just go around acting and believing like you have all of the things that you want. That's how you manifest, right? If I'm trying to manifest, and this is just for example, if I'm trying to manifest a rich lifestyle, then why am I waking up every day with the poor man's mentality? Or why am I waking up every day dressing like I ain't shit, okay? Dress the part, act the part, walk the part, talk the part, believe it, visualize it, dream about it, think about it, write about it, okay? All of these things will help you bring those manifestations in, especially if you're somebody who is always up in the clouds or always gets stuck in your head, sometimes overthinking or what is it called, self-sabotaging, okay? That's also the energy that I'm getting, self-sabotage, okay? Don't self-sabotage by being negative or, you know, by not giving it the belief that you should be giving it in order to bring those things down and manifest them, okay? Let's clarify this King of Wands. Fighting, like I said, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Y'all gonna have to throw them motherfucking dukes up with some of these people, places, and things in your environment. Some of these things don't want to go without a fight, especially if they're habits or addictions or ideologies or things that you've known or things that you've been doing since you was a child or whatever the case is. Things that have this deep, you know, that have been deeply engraved into your energy. It's going to take some time to get those things together, okay? sorry, the reflection on these cards is getting on my nerves. But it's going to take some time to get those things together. It's going to take some time, you know, for those things to be corrected. But you're going to have to stand your ground. It's going to take consistency and persistence. Meaning you're going to have to go for it every day. You're going to have to work at it every day. You're going to have to alter your boundaries and your consequences for your boundaries at every level of elevation. For some of you guys, Spirit is saying you're being elevated. So the things that used to work for you in this past season, they cannot go into this new season. So the more you try to fight against it, the more you try to work against it, the more frustrated you're going to be. Some of y'all are completely fucking frustrated because you're working against what the fuck Spirit is trying to do for you because you think that your idea is better. And it's not. If your ideas were better, you would be in a better predicament. Let's be so fucking for real. Okay? If all of your ideas were gold mines, you would not be in the situation that you're in right now. You would not be living the life that you're living right now. So be honest with yourself, okay? Sometimes we do need our higher self, our ancestors, our spirit team to come in and save us from ourselves. Like I said, a lot of self-sabotage energy. So for a lot of you guys, Spirit is just trying to save you from yourself. You negative as hell. And Spirit is saying, okay, you need to release these things. You need to heal these things. You need to work on these things so that you can get out of this energy of fucking negativity. Okay? Let's clarify this Hermit card. Make sure that you guys go ahead and subscribe, like I said, so that you are notified whenever I drop new content or upload new videos, okay? Clarifying the Hermit card is the Master. So like I said, Spirit is disconnecting a lot of you guys so that you can go and do your own inner work and master yourself, okay? You should be a master of self. You should know everything about yourself, the intricacies of yourself, what makes your heart hurt, what makes your soul ache, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what, you know, your life purpose is, who you truly are, what, you know, what ways can you operate in your power, what gifts do you have. 555 on the clock as well, okay? So Spirit is bringing about change. This is change for the better. And of course it's going to be uncomfortable. Like, y'all just going to have to get over that shit. It's going to be uncomfortable. Get over it. Just because things are uncomfortable don't mean that they're not going the way that they're supposed to be going, okay? The more uncomfortable you are, the more aligned you are. I promise. It may not feel like it at the moment, but the more comfortable you are, the more in alignment you are, okay? I'm saying some of you guys are coming out of the shadows. When you reemerge from this energy, especially when we start to really get into the new season, really get into Aries season and moving into Taurus season, y'all gonna be feeling y'all fucking selves. If you take heed to these messages and you do the inner work, okay? You're going to feel so much better. You may not feel like it right now. It's kind of like when you go to the doctors and you got to get a shot or something. That needle going into your skin is not a pleasant feeling. However, once the medicine starts to work in your body, you will eventually feel better. It may not happen immediately, but eventually you will feel some type of relief. Same thing with this process. It may not feel good right now taking the medicine, or the medicine may be fucking nasty, okay? And if you was like me when I was a child, I hated certain medicine because that shit was fucking nasty. However, after I got past the taste and I sat down for a little bit, I was starting to feel the effects of it and I started to feel better. And that's what Spirit is saying. Being by yourself, spending this time in solitude, releasing people that you may not want to release, you know, coming to terms with things that you may not want to acknowledge may be uncomfortable and painful. But the return from this is going to be amazing, because at the end of it, you would have mastered yourself. You would have mastered this particular process and this particular stage of your life. And then you can go ahead and move into these karma waters like we were talking about, okay? Let's clarify this Six of Swords with healing. What the fuck did I just say? I'm not playing with y'all today. We're not even about to play no fucking games today. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. You're not going to piss me off, and we're not about to play these games. Like I said, soul work is required, okay? A lot of you guys are under construction. I'm saying caution signs. You are under construction, babe. And when a building is under construction, the reason why they put all of that caution tape around it is because the shit is unstable. If I go into a building that they're working on and I ignore the caution signs and I ignore all of this, and then I fall my ass through the floor and break something or get hurt, then I can't blame nobody but me. Okay, so Spirit is saying you are under construction. You don't have time to have all of these different people, places, and things in your environment and within your energy. Okay, a lot of you guys, Spirit is saying you need to withdraw the access that certain people have to you. Certain people have way too much fucking access to you, and that's a problem. Like, I mean, just point blank period. It's a whole ass issue. Okay, you need to start revoking certain access, or you need to start passing out limited access. Okay, if you are not at 100% energetically, then you don't have enough to give to nobody. I don't care. I don't care if you got 50%. I don't care if you got 65. I don't care if you got 99.9. If it's not 100%, you don't have any to spare. Point blank fucking period. Okay, and Spirit is saying you need to go into this hermit mode so that you can master yourself and heal from the things that you need to heal from. Some of you guys are going to be healing from things or the people or relationships that you are walking away from. That's going to be a part of this recent or this current healing process. Okay, some of you guys may have already walked away from these people, and now you're in the healing process, you know, from walking away from those relationships. But either way, pay attention to what Spirit is showing you and make the necessary changes and adjustments, okay? So that when it does come time for harvest season, you are able to see the fruits of your labor, okay? Let's clarify this Page of Pentacles. What'd I say? Y'all think it's a game. 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 And y'all bald-headed because y'all think it's a game. Okay? Like I said, these good things are coming in. Notice how the celebration, the Page of Pentacles, the new beginnings, and all of the good stuff is after all of this. You see how Spirit has designed it for you? You first got to have a goal or a dream, okay? And then you got to create boundaries and consequences so that you are protecting yourself as you are developing these goals and these dreams. In order to develop these goals and these dreams, and in order to create certain boundaries, you got to go into hermit mode. You got to relieve yourself from being around certain people, places, and things. You got to go into solitude, and you got to work on yourself. As you're in this solitude, you are healing. You are figuring out who you are. You are coming into a better understanding of yourself. You are letting go of things that no longer serve you. You are moving into calmer waters. You're walking away from relationships. You're walking away from mentalities, ideologies, and all of that. And as a result, you walk right into your motherfucking manifestations. Everything has a design, time, and fucking place. Everything has a path and a pattern. And if you think that you can just come up in here and get the celebration before doing the work, it's not going to work like that. And that's where Spirit is trying to correct some of y'all. Some of y'all think that you can just manifest stuff and not put nothing into it. Some of y'all think that you're just going to wake up and life is going to be different and you're going to have all of the things that you want without doing something for it or without sacrificing for it. And that's just not possible. You can't get anything without working for it. Point blank period. The universe is a mirror. So whatever you put in front of it is going to reflect those same things back to you. Okay? So Spirit is saying the celebration, the new beginnings, you know, seeing the fruits of your labor, you know, walking into a new peaceful environment, into new opportunities, comes after you pay attention and do the necessary work to get there. Okay? So let's go in with I'm gonna pull a couple love messages. Y'all, if you know me, you know I don't do love messages, so this is really just a spur of the fucking moment, okay? But I'm gonna pull 2 cards from here, and then I'm gonna pull 1 card for each of the 12 zodiac signs, and then it's a wrap for you, baby. We getting the fuck up out of here, okay? Because I'm tired of talking. I done did 2 lives back to back, almost an hour apiece. And the girl needs to rest her vocal cords. All right, love messages for the collective revolving the 222 portal. Let's get 3 cards. You know, I like to make sure shit is completely shuffled. All right. 1 card at a time. Love messages for my 222 portal for the collective. Thank you. I don't know if y'all know this gospel song. It's called Cool and Water. It says cooling water from grandma's well, okay? Some of y'all are going to be tapping into ancestral knowledge, okay? Knowledge that has been passed down through the bloodline, okay? Some of you guys may also have a grandmother figure that's been sending you a lot of messages. If you've been thinking a lot about, you know, different herbs, or you just been kind of following your intuition when it comes to using herbs or working with herbs or anything like that, some of you guys definitely have a divine feminine older spirit that is around you guiding you, okay? Some of you guys could also have been dreaming about this spirit a lot lately as well. So if you have a grandmother that passed, or an older elder spirit that may have recently passed or passed within the last 10 to 15 years, that person could be coming up recently as a newer ancestor for you, and could be sending you a lot of intuitive messages. So definitely pay attention to that. So we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So what Spirit is saying for a lot of you guys when it comes to love, if you're somebody who is single, what I'm hearing is keep your options open, okay? Now that does not mean go against your standards. I believe that every woman and man should have standards. You should have certain non-negotiables, certain things that you just don't go for. However, Spirit is saying be a little relaxed on the details. Okay, some of the details of these partnerships that may be coming in for you may not be exactly what you thought they would be, or may not align completely with what your expectations are. But you don't want to, you know, block yourself out of finding love, or block yourself out of creating a bond with this person, or, you know, building with this person, just because you want things verbatim the way that you want it. So for example, if in your head you like, oh, the person that I'm with for a divine feminine, you know, the man that I want has to be at least 6 feet tall, or has to be, you know, built a certain type of way, or has to be chocolate, or has to be light skin, or whatever the case is. Spirit is saying those details may get a little lost, okay? Those details don't really matter, okay? I mean, it's just not that deep. Now, I understand you wanted to date within your race. Now, I completely get that. And, you know, for a lot of us, that's a non-negotiable. However, when it comes to little stuff like that, like Spirit is saying, loosen up the reins a little bit, because you will open yourself up to more options, and you may be surprised at what you receive. It may be better than what you even could have imagined yourself, okay? Let's get another card in regards to love and relationship for the collective. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Some of y'all are realizing that you've been in a situationship. Okay, you've been in a friends with benefits type of situation. It's just lust. Okay, some of y'all may be with somebody, you know, out of habit and lust. You just be with them because you're used to being with them, or you just, you know, be with them because they know how to please you sexually. I mean, we grown, we adults. You should be an adult if you're listening to this. But that's not enough. Okay, that's not enough. And for some of you guys, it's like this back and forth energy. Like, you don't talk to this person, then you talk to this person. Or y'all cool and then y'all not cool. Y'all good and then y'all beefing. It's like this back and forth. Y'all can never get this relationship together. And it's not because they're your twin flame. Like, that's why I stay away from love readings, because y'all be thinking everybody is y'all fucking twin flame. I really wish I would have never learned that word, because y'all be stressing me the fuck out with that damn twin flame word. Like, be so fucking for real, okay? Twin flames are not just relationships. Your twin flame could literally be your daughter, or your son, or your mother, or your father, or your sister, your brother. It's not always going to be romantic, okay? But this is, some of you guys are in an unrequited love situation, or a karmic situation, and that's why things will never be what you want them to be, because they're not meant to be that. I mean, it's just that simple. Let's get one more card for the collective in regards to love surrounding this 222 portal. One more card for the collective surrounding this 222 portal in regards to love. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, okay? We also have reconciliation. So some of you guys could be attracting someone from the past. Okay, there may be an opportunity for reconciliation from someone from the past, okay? You may be relighting this flame of chemistry. If you're in a relationship already, you may be getting a new spark in your relationship, maybe falling in love with each other again, or I'm even seeing renewing vows, or getting remarried again, or finally having a wedding if you didn't have a wedding before. I'm also saying that as well, or having a reception. You may have gotten married in private, but now you're having an open reception or something like that. Okay, I'm here for it. But Spirit is also saying pay attention. Okay, everybody that may return may not be returning because they're supposed to be there. Sometimes they return to teach you a lesson or to test you to see if you still gonna fall for the same bullshit, while you're at this place where you're about to move on to the next phase of your life. Okay, but for some of you guys, this could be a person from a past lifetime, a soulmate connection, or someone just from a past lifetime, that you're getting another chance with. Okay, so you can be definitely connecting with someone either from your past, or from a past lifetime. Okay, we also have healing family issues. Okay, so I see a lot of you guys, if family issues have been a problem in your relationship, like for example, you may have a toxic mother-in-law, or you may not get along with your in-laws or your spouse's siblings or something like that. I also see a need for you guys to kind of sit down and talk it out or work it out, as well. Also, if you are a blended family and you have children from both sides, you may need to also have a conversation with your children to see how they feel, so that you're making sure that they don't feel ostracized or left out or forgotten about or anything like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap in. We're going to get one card for each of the 12 zodiacs, regarding the 222 portal, and then we're going to be done. I'll move these up here so we have some space. Again, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe. I will be going live tomorrow doing water signs as well, so definitely make sure that you have your notifications on, if you want to watch that live. But even if you don't join me while we're actually live, you can definitely watch the replay. So definitely make sure that you subscribe so that you can see when that replay is posted. I'm currently blocked on TikTok live right now, so Monday I will be doing a collective live reading here on YouTube. So if you want to stick around for that, then make sure that you do. Also on Friday I'll be doing earth signs, so if you are a earth sign or have any earth placements, your reading will be on Friday. Okay, all right, so let's see what's going on for each of my elements. We're currently in Pisces season, so I'm just going to go in order from Pisces, and ending with Aquarius. Okay, one card for my Pisces regarding the 222 portal. One card at a time, please. One card for my Pisces regarding the 222 portal. One card for my Pisces. Throat chakra. Speak up for yourself, Pisces. I'm also hearing no one to hold them, no one to fold them. Okay, so one thing about Pisces is they're either going to speak up and tell you every fucking thing that they feeling, or they're going to hold everything that they're feeling. It's kind of like either or. And Spirit is saying making sure that you go research what it looks like to have a balanced throat chakra, and then what it looks like to have an unbalanced throat chakra. That way you're able to kind of figure out where you are and figure out what you need to do in order to balance it. Okay, Aries, one card for my Aries regarding 222, new beginnings. I'm hearing doors opening, like on the metro. I don't know if y'all got like train stations, but I'm hearing doors opening, like when they open the doors or whatever. That's what I just heard with Aries. Okay, new beginnings. Now also understand that Aries season is a new beginning anyway, because it is the first month in the first season of the new year. Okay, so Aries, expect new things. As long as you are getting out of your way, and as long as you are going with the flow and trusting your intuition, you will be aligning with these new beginnings. Don't stress, don't worry, and don't start doubting yourself or your process, because the moment that you start doubting, the moment that you start sending out those negative things, you're going to confuse what's coming into you. Okay, and you don't want to hold up anything that's yours. Okay, I'm also hearing new beginnings in Aries season, period. So if some of you guys have been waiting for, you know, things to kind of get back on track, Aries season is going to be for that. As we move into Aries season, we're also moving into the year of 7. I'm saying 707 on my clock as I said that. That's fucking crazy. But we're moving into the year of 7, okay? This is a 7 year, which means that things are going to be coming to an end and things are going to be being reborn, okay? Taurus. One card for my Taurus. Creativity. Taurus, create. A lot of ideas may be coming to you guys right now. You may be thinking about a lot of different things or going after a lot of different things, or just have a lot of different things coming to you, okay? Every day you may think of something different or a new way to approach life or a new way to go about, you know, your process or whatever you're doing, okay? I'm also hearing, you know, anytime it comes with creativity, I tell y'all, write a list of all of the things that you want to do or all of the ideas that are coming to you, and then start going through those things one by one, okay? That way you're not overloaded or, you know, feeling all of this pressure to try to figure the stuff out and get it done, but you're giving yourself the time and the space to be thorough and go through each thing and give it your best shot, okay? Gemini, one card for my Geminis for the 222 portal. Trust the process, my gems. Why are you not trusting the process? Get out of your head. Get out of your head and get in your heart is what I'm hearing. Trust the process. Understand that you are worthy. Understand that you are good enough. And understand that just because things are not working as fast as you want them to, it doesn't mean that they're not working at all, okay? Not only just trusting your process, but trusting yourself. Know that you are capable enough to make this shit happen. Know that you are amazing enough to attract the things that you want and to get the things that you want and to live the life that you want. Don't allow yourself to get in your head and start fucking shit up for you, okay? Again, just because things are not happening in your timing does not mean that things are not happening, period. Cancer. One card for my Cancer regarding the 222 portal. Family, friends, and loved ones, okay? So you guys may be doing a lot of introspection in regards to your family, your friends, and your loved ones, or just the relationships around you, okay? If Spirit has been pushing you to look more into those relationships, to figure out whether you still need them or not, then definitely make sure that you're listening to that inner part of you and trusting your intuition when it comes to that, okay? All of the people in your space cannot go with you to this new level. I don't care if you're blood related. I don't care if they're your fucking children, okay? For some of y'all got grown-ass kids. And just because they're your children don't mean you have to have a relationship with them, especially if the relationship is toxic, okay? Okay. It can also be your parent. It can also be grandparents or any of the sort. I don't give a fuck. Pay attention to the relationships in your life, in your space, and make the necessary adjustments, all right? Leo. One card for my Leos surrounding the 222 portal. Earth sign energy. So for a lot of my Leos, Spirit is pushing you to ground your energy, okay? To focus on your stability. And again, stability doesn't just mean money. I'm seeing 7-11 on my other clock as well. So stability doesn't just mean money, okay? This is also talking about your mental stability, your emotional stability, your physical stability, your spiritual stability, okay? All of those things are also a part of your foundation. And Spirit wants you to really look over your foundation to make sure that you have the right idea and all of the things in your space are conducive to getting you where you're trying to get to, okay? Remember, we don't govern our space, you know, with the idea of who we are at the time. We govern our space with the idea of who we want to become. Meaning the decisions that you make, the people that you cut out of your life, the things that you do differently should be based on where you're trying to get to, not where you already are. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Virgo. One card for my Virgos revolving the 222 portal. The Death card, rebirth, okay? So Virgo, a lot of you guys may be feeling a little uncomfortable, okay? Because you're being chin-checked on a couple of things and you're being pushed out of your comfort zone. Oh, well, get over it. You will be okay. You're not going to die, okay? Virgo, you're also learning that everything does not have to go your way, okay? And in order for you to really tap into this rebirthing process, you're going to have to release and let go your controlling as issues. You got to get over that. You can't be controlling of everything and have everything you want at the same time. At some point, you got to make some sacrifices, okay? And Spirit is saying you're going to have to sacrifice in order to, again, have the things that you want and go through this rebirthing process, where you are re-emerging as this new being, okay? Libra. Miracles for my Libras. What I'm hearing is, just because it may not look like it, don't mean that it's not happening, okay? So Libra, don't pay so much attention on what you can see physically, okay? Spirit is saying your belief that things are going to happen should be the only thing that you're focusing on. As long as you believe it's going to happen, it's going to happen. As long as you're positive about it, it's going to be positive. As long as your outlook on it is high vibrational, then it's going to be high vibrational when you receive it. Point blank, period. Whatever you focus on the most will come to you, okay? So Spirit is saying make sure that you're keeping your mind in high vibrations and in positive energy. That way, when you start to receive those things, it is reflective upon that positive energy and those high vibrations. Scorpio. One card for my Scorpios for the 222 portal. Ooh, Scorpios, y'all doing too much. I said one card. Okay, don't be greedy, Scorps. One card for my greedy Scorps, okay? Change your perspective, Scorpios. Scorpios, y'all are so talented, but y'all can be so negative because you don't see yourself the way other people may see you. So you doubt yourself. Scorpios do a lot of doubting. They are the person who is sitting around analyzing everything, and they take whatever they see and they kind of use it to frame their outlook on life, or to even frame their outlook on themselves. Okay, I had to end the call. What Spirit is saying for you all is allow yourself to see yourself for who you truly are, okay? Allow yourself to finally embrace the way that other people see you, okay? All right, I had to make sure. I didn't know who was calling me. Okay, I'll call him back. All right. Sagittarius. I also got a phone call while I was doing Scorpio. So Scorpio, you guys may be receiving a important phone call, okay? If there was some information that you've been waiting for, or an opportunity that you've been waiting for, you may receive a call about it, or you may have already received a call about it, but you may not feel like you are good enough for it, okay? And Spirit is saying change your perspective. Sagittarius. One card for my Sagittarius regarding the 222 portal. Move on, relocate. Sagittarius, you guys may be moving, thinking about moving, or have moved recently, maybe relocating, or just moving on, period. I see a lot of you guys walking away from situations that you probably thought you wasn't strong enough to walk away from. And guess what? I'm fucking proud of you. If don't nobody else tell you, I'm proud of you, Sagittarius. Good motherfucking job, okay? It's not easy walking away from people, places, and things that we have become used to. It's not easy moving to a different city or a different state and kind of starting over. These things are not easy. However, you're going to benefit from it so much. Again, you may not see it or feel it right now, but like I said, around Gemini season, Cancer season, a lot of you guys are really going to start feeling as good as your journey looks, okay? You're going to start feeling those, you know, the good energy from the good decisions that you made months before, okay? Capricorn. Messages for my Capricorns regarding the 222 portal. Inner voice. Capricorn, trusting that intuition. Do not doubt yourself in this season, Capricorn. If you have a gut feeling about it, if you're seeing repetitive stuff like angel numbers and things that just keep popping out at you, stop ignoring it. Okay, stop fucking ignoring it. Listen to your inner voice and tune the fuck in, okay? That way you are making the best decisions for yourself. That way you're putting yourself in the best predicaments. That way you are aligning with whatever your path is or whatever your goals may be, okay? Don't, you know, allow what you see. Kind of like what I said for, I forgot what other sign I just said that for. But don't allow what you see to, you know, determine how you feel about it or determine your belief factor in it, okay, Capricorn? Sometimes y'all can be crybabies. I'm just gonna be fucking for real. I mean, let's just be honest here. Sometimes y'all can be crybabies and y'all be crying over nothing. It don't even be that deep or that serious, and y'all asses still be crying. 7:17 on the clock. Sevens are so significant this year, okay? I'm just gonna have to keep saying that every time that I see it. Look, good juju, good energy, good vibes. Sevens are so significant, so definitely pay attention to that. Capricorn, sevens may be super significant to you in particular, but just all across the board, understand that sevens are going to be a good sign of you being in alignment during this year. So pay attention to that if you ever feel lost or stuck. Okay. And then Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. I'm like, what the fuck sign comes next? I had a brain fart. Aquarius, messages for my Aquarius regarding the 222 cycle. Messages for my Aquarius. We just left Aquarius season. Ooh, melanin magic awakening. Okay, so a lot of my Aquarius may be going through another level of awakening. If you've been feeling the need to tap in more, or you've been pushed to tap in more, you've been pushed to, you know, do more spiritual things, you find yourself just being more spiritual, doing more spiritual stuff, tapping in with your spiritual gifts. Okay, there's also a level of awakening, so some of you guys may be having a newfound level of awareness to the world around you as well. Okay, remember, Aquarius are all about information and they're all about technology. Okay, so some of you guys may even be mastering technology right now. Maybe you have a social media thing that you're doing, or something in front of a camera, or something on the phone as far as social media. Okay, that spirit is pushing you to do. Or you are also just waking up to information. You're doing a lot more research, you're doing a lot more studying, whether it be about the world around you or whether it be about yourself. A lot of you guys are just in this area and in this energy of research and investigation type energy. Okay, so let's close out with one card for the collective just to wrap this reading up. One card for the collective, last message. Move through fear. Mic motherfucking drop. Do I have to explain this? No. Move through the motherfucking fear. Even if you scared, do that shit afraid. I tell you that shit all the time. Do it afraid. Do it scared. Compassionate, unconditional love. Have compassionate, unconditional love for yourself. Look, be your most authentic self and have faith. Yeah, we about to wrap up. I don't even got time for y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Hopefully these messages resonated. Like I said, join me tomorrow to do water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. If you have any of those placements in your chart, then that reading can be for you. Also, make sure that you go watch the general collective for this week, as well as the air signs and fire signs reading as well. Again, if you have any placements in those signs, those readings may resonate for you. But all in all, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you again for joining. Peace.